Now, in this video, we will see how the working of AC CDR take place. Okay, so first of all, we must know why this CDR system is called as a AC CD. Okay, in the previous video, I told you the magneto consists of three coils basically. One is the starting coil, exciter coil, or power coil. Second is a pickup coil, and third one is nothing but our lightning coil, which is giving power to our accessories, our headlights and other lights, whatever we are using on our vehicle. Okay, so here the power is given by our AC generator. This is our AC generator. AC generator. AC generator means is develop a alternating current. Okay, so this AC generator are developing a power and it providing the power to the CDI unit. So this is the CDI unit entirely. Okay, if we want to differentiate CDI unit, then it is like this. Sorry, because many of the CDI is one box or black color box located under the seat of a vehicle. Okay, so how exactly it look like, or what exactly include inside the CDI? So this the parts uh, present inside this boundary line are exactly fixed into that box, that black color box located below a motorcycle seat. Okay, so this is a part included under that black box. Okay, so it is this boundary line. Okay, now wheels comes working. So this is our AC generator. Okay, whenever AC generator rotates, it's a magnetic field, it's a completely magnet. We are term it as a magnet. Okay, so basically it is a permanent magnet. So this, whenever this permanent magnet rotate at a high speed, it's a magnetic field supposed to cuts the conductor. This is your ignition, or we can say this is your exciter coil windings present over here. Okay, or whenever this magnetic field supposed to rotate, it continuously moving with respect to the conductor. Due to that, a current start to flow through this winding. Okay, we know the current start to flow whenever magnetic field is cut by the cut by our conductor. Okay, so the current developed inside the ignition coil is about to 400 volt right now. Okay, it's about to 400 volt, but this development of current, it's not up to 400 volt at the first cranking only, because the rpm at the starting, or the rpm during the cranking of vehicle is not that much. Okay, so initially, uh, if this current at very starting, whenever you're supposed to apply a kick that time, or apply a starter that time, the rpm is not sufficient to develop current up to 400 volt. It's that during that time the current is developed up to 300 to 350 volt current get developed in the ignition coil. Okay, so that much current get developed in the ignition coil. Okay, so that current is forwarded to that much voltage of current is forwarded to your further subsystem. Okay, but there is a two branch till here we have reached, but here two branches come, one is going downward and another is going this direction. Now what is the what is the what it indicates, whenever this ignition switch or your key switch is open in that way. Okay, then your current may flow in this direction. Your current supposed to flow in this direction. Whenever this key or ignition switch is closed, that time current won't flow in this direction. It flow directly downward direction and get earth to your vehicle body. Means current, even your magnet is rotating, or even you are applying the kick too much time. Okay, then also developed current in the ignition coil or get earth. What is the situation, which kind of situation it is? Many of us, I think, gone through this situation. That is, you have not turned a key in keyhole and just applying the kick. Okay, that time what happen, magnet is rotating, current is developing in the prime that excited coil, but developed current get earth here only, as you have not turned your key. Okay, whenever your key is not turned, that time this thing, this key switch get close over here. Okay, and everything develop current in the exciter coil get earth, and your vehicle won't start. As soon as you come to notice that ignition key is not turned, that time you're supposed to turn that ignition key, and now whenever you're turning that ignition key in the keyhole, this circuit become open. Okay, this that short circuit previously, whenever it get closed, that time the circuit gets short, but now whenever you are rotating a key in keyhole, that time your circuit get open. Now current, developed current have chance to go further beyond this subsystem. It won't go downward because key circuit is open right now here. It go beyond and start to flow through capacitor. Whenever it flow through capacitor, capacitor get charge. Okay, capacitor get charge. Now you may ask, capacitor get charge. Now capacitor timing or charging timing, it takes a time to charge. Okay, when till it's the voltage is not for, means what happened, this voltage source is developing a power of 400 ohm. Okay, till the capacitor voltage and voltage source voltage, means AC generator voltage and the capacitor voltage are not match, or not raise, or not attain equal potential. Till that time capacitor go on charging. It won't give a supply, or it won't energize your primary winding that much that much high intensity. Okay, so as soon as it reaches to that potential of 400 volt, okay, it reaches to 400 volt. Okay, till that time your this peak, this peak, or this extension are just come in front of this pickup coil. Okay, as soon as this peak it come in front of the pickup coil, the pulse gets sent to our transistor. Okay, pulse gets sent to our transistor, and transistor start to allow, or transistor allow the flow in this direction. Okay, during this whenever transistor get triggered, it allow the flow in this direction, but our previous flow was in this direction. Okay, uh, charging of our capacitor take place in this direction, but as soon as transistor get triggered or SCR get triggered, that flow may allow in this direction also. So our capacitor get charged up to 400 volt. Now there is no any further charging that take place. Okay, so during that time what happen, also remember, this S will not only present in front of this thing. Okay, N will come here. Okay, whenever N will come here, that time this become negative and this become positive, and flow of current will not take place like this, because diode is there, diode restricting the flow. So everything is come at the same time. This N reaches to here. Okay, whenever N reaches to here, that time polarity of this ignition exciter coil it changes. Okay, so as soon as polarity changes, the discharging cycle of capacitor start, and during that time only this trigger are come in front of this pickup coil. So pickup pulse or trigger pulse are sent to the transistor or SCR, and that time the capacitor start to discharge in this way. Whenever it start discharging, that time ignition coil, your primary winding of ignition coil, supposed to excite, develop a high rate of magnetic field or high power of magnetic field, which is responsible to induce a high voltage in the secondary winding, and that secondary winding current or voltage are applied across the spark plug in order to jump a arc. Okay, so in this way your arc get generated. So we have fast forward review how it works. So just start from the initial. initially this S pole is come in front of our exciter coil. That time polarity is positive here and the negative here. So current start to flow in this way, in this direction. Okay, here two path comes, straight path and the down path. Down path only follow when this system, this key switch is closed. When key switch is closed only when whenever key is not inserted in the keyhole and not turned. Okay, so whenever you are turning the key in keyhole, that time this circuit get open. Okay, and your current supposed to flow straight way, not below. Okay, now it passes through diode, is start to charge the capacitor. Okay, and reaches to earth. Okay, so this thing is short here. Capacitor get charged up to 400 volt. Capacitor get charged up to 400 volt during S pole in front of the this exciter coil, positive and negative. As soon as N come here, N come in front of your ignition coil, or sorry, exciter coil, that time this polarity get changes. This become negative, okay, and this become positive. So now current direction is opposite. It start to flow in opposite direction. But whenever it flowing in opposite direction, okay, that time this diode won't allow to flow in the direction, in this direction. So what will happen? Current will stuck over here from the AC generator. Okay, current won't flow, or current developed by AC generator whenever N in front of exciter coil will not allow to pass across the diode, because diode having direction this one. Okay, so it won't allow, and during that time only, okay, this peak of our rotor or pulse rotor are come in front of our pickup coil, and it trigger our transistor, or it trigger our SCR. As soon as SCR get trigger, okay, this direction of flow is allowed or initiated, and whatever the charge hold by capacitor, that is 400 volt charge, it's supposed to discharge anti-clockwise direction. Okay, and your as soon as all the supply are provided to primary winding, it get magnetized. Okay, and respective magnetic field, respective voltage get induced in a secondary winding, and spark get generated across the spark plug. Okay, so the previous cycle, that is first cycle, whenever S is in front of the exciter coil, is just for the charging of capacitor, and whenever N come in front of the exciter coil, that time capacitor get discharged, and transistor here used as an electronic unit, which get help to trigger this discharging. Okay, so here this is a electronic unit which get help, or which help us to trigger the discharging. Okay, so these are the thing which are unit in case of the these are included in case of the AC CDI. Okay, and even though I told you there is one ECU is present in some cases, in those cases we are calling this CDI become a program one, because program get fit into the ECU. Not only one input are taken by that ECU, it take the number of is input also from uh, engine coolant temperature sensor, RPM sensor, okay, total position sensor also. Okay, so in that way those CDI become a program one. But right now whatever the presented on the slide, this is our electronic CDI, which only having a one electronic unit and one triggering unit. It not having number of triggering or number of input unit over here and the processing unit over here. So this is a electronic CDI AC type, which powered by the AC generator. Okay, till here we have completed the total construction and working. If you feel any difficulty to understand any concept, ask me on the Google Classroom. Thank you.